Hi, I'm Heather from Paint to Real Fiber Arts, and today is Monday in our P.J.S Yarn Chat podcast. Hi everyone! I hope your weekend was really good and everything. My weekend ended up being really good, and my Easter, and I will tell you more about that after I show you my finished objects. I don't have that many finished things, but I do have a couple, and it's just due to being busy and everything, but I will show you what I have made, and I'm super excited to show you them. I ended up finishing my Mallard Duck after my live stream. I finished one of them and then ended up making another one, and it came out super cute and adorable. A little different because the first one came out a little more wonky and a little weird because its beak is a little crooked and I was trying to follow the pattern, and the feet were a little weird, and tail wasn't what a duck's tail would look like. But on this one I figured out how to put the tail on so it would look like a duck tail without having to, where you make like a separate piece and sew it on rather than just crocheting out of the duck. And then the feet I just ended up making a little different. I just made them more like duck-like, I think. And it's super fun, easy to make pattern. If you make the pattern, the feet will be like made round, where you can fold them in half and make it sitting on top of it so they look like little round feet, or you can make it a little longer and it'll look like round feet, or you can just put it on and it'll look like little round things. And then the tail, if you don't fold it and fluff it out, then it will look more round, like a different kind of animal, like a bear or something would have, versus a duck. Ducks have more fluffy tails, so that was the difference with that one. And then this one, I just ended up putting it together, a little cricket, the beak, but it's super cute. Even though the beak's a little crooked, it gave it character, I think. And then I like the beak on this one because it's a little smaller than this one, because I made a little more increases on it than that, but it still came out super cool. The way that you make these are just, alright, first I'll tell you what kind of yarn it is. It is 100% cotton yarn from Paintbox Yarn. It is DK weight. It is really nice, easy to use yarn, cotton yarn. I really like it, and makes cute amigurumis, and yeah, it's super fun to use. It's in the color evergreen, paper white, fudge brown, soft fudge for the brown, and the feet is an S name orange, I don't know, I always say it wrong, and then butter yellow or sun butter. It's not the mustard yellow, it's the other yellow, and not daffodil yellow, but it's the one that's just yellow. It's super cool. They only have like 3 yellows, and that's the one of the 3. So you end up stuffing it with polyfill stuffing. This is what I stuff all my amigurumis with. You can buy that either on Amazon or at Michael's or Joann's. I say Michael or Joann's, or even Hobby Lobby. You can use your little coupon going there, whether you have a store there or online. I think they have the better prices. Even Walmart has a really nice price. I've seen it in there, but the last time I went to get it at Walmart, somebody took it. And it was like, I wanted to get the big box, not the little bags. I wanted to get the big $20 box or whatever. And somebody took the whole big box. And I was like, no, and they're really bad at restocking at the Walmart near my house, so I didn't want to go driving up a little ways to the next Walmart, and I was just like, I'll either order online or I'll just get it at one of the other places. You can even order on Amazon. I'll put the link to Amazon down below, and you can just click on that, and it's a direct link to the 20-pound box, but you don't have to buy 20 pounds of it. You can buy the smaller bags that are even cheaper, but it's the $20 box, and it's at, sorry, I don't know if it's 20 pounds, but it's like it's like the really big box. There's a lot less stuffing, and it's like $20. Or you can get one of the smaller ones that are like between like a couple dollars, like $4 or $5 to like $10, depending on what size. So I've seen them all different prices. And also depending what store you go to. So that's what I like to stuff it with. It's a really nice hyperallergenic stuffing. I wish that this loop-in threads. I'm trying to find more of that in one of the stores near me, but I know I can buy it online, but I want to try and find it near me. It's one of the best stuffings I've ever used. I've used I think it's called like polyfill Poly, I don't know, it's one of the main brands. It's the one that's linked down below, and there's 2 different brands that I'll link down below that I've used both of them. I've used 3 different kinds of stuffing before, and I like the loops and threads one the best, but the other 2 are the next 2 best, and they're equal. So that's what I like to use to stuff these little guys and gals with. It's so cool. And what I like about loops and threads versus the other stuffing is you can stuff it, and then it after it sits for a little while, sometimes stuffing will feel like you didn't stuff enough. Well, whatever you stuffed it as, it doesn't seem to shrink down to anything. It just, or settle down, I guess is the right word, not shrink. It just, what you stuff is how it will feel a few days later. So if you find that kind of stuffing or know how to get it a lot better than I can, then please go get it, because that's what I would get. Over the other ones, it's actually like just as around the same price as all the rest too, so it's worth it. And everything, I haven't seen it in a large quantity, but I saw it in the small bags, and it was so worth getting, because some of the other stuffings will just settle, and then you'll be like, oh, I wish I stuffed it more. So I always end up overstuffing, and then you get these little gaps, and it's like, oh, I put too much in. So yeah, you just have to figure out what works best for you, but I'm just saying that that's what I suggest for you. Anyways, this is how you make the little mallards. You start off with you can either make the head or the body or the pieces, whatever way you want to do, but I'm just starting off with the head. You just do single crochets, working in the round, increase, decrease, then you just end up doing a whip stitch, and then you make the body. You start off with white, then you do a color change into the brown, which I'm super happy about that. I've been doing color changes. You can see this of a color change. It's so cool. I found a great way of hiding that. I'll do a video on it because I haven't seen anybody use that the way that I do it before. So I kind of comboed a couple different techniques, and I'll be doing a tutorial on that really soon, because I think that's really helpful. I've been trying. It's one of my things that I've been trying forever to do. So I think it would be cool to share the knowledge with all of you. But anyways, you do increase, decrease, and you do the color change into the brown or whatever color you want to make your duck. And then you just do a whip stitch and stitch it shut. Then you make the wings, which are just single crochets, working in the round, X amount, like the pattern says. Then you make 2 of those, and that's just all increases. And then you just make sure you have a long enough string, and then whip stitch it onto your duck. And then you make the little tail. You can just make a circle, working in just single crochets, working in the round X amount like the pattern says, or you can just make whatever size you want. I made it smaller than the pattern, and then I just folded it in half, fluffed it up, and sewed it on. And that was so easy to do, to make it look like a duck tail, versus sticking your crochet hook in and crocheting and then knotting it in there and stuffing all these things in there. I'd rather just sew it on and knot it once and get it in there rather than messing with the string a bunch. But you can do it either or. It depends on your preference. You can do double crochets, just 3 or 4 of them sticking out, and it will look just as nice. Like the person that made this pattern, one of the other, actually it's the one I'm going to be making. It's the eagle. You just do that to it, is what she said, but I'm just going to do one of these kind of tails to it, but it's bigger. And then as for the feet, I just did single crochets working in the round, which are different than what the pattern says. She just said work in the round and do X amount and go around and around and make this like sort of circle looking thing that you can fold in half, or you could just stick on like I did. And then as for the tail, you can just stick it on and make it look like a completely different animal tail on the back, or you can just fluff it up like I said. And then I just did single crochets working the round. Then I just did slip stitch, chain X amount out, then slip stitch, slip stitch, then chain X amount, then slip stitch. Then I did it 3 times, and then I just did that. I could have did single crochets working around this again to make it more bigger or more a little bit rounded, but I liked it more pointy. I thought that was more duck-like. So it's still webbed and cute, but it looks a little more different when it sits down. and then if you stick it closer to the edge, which I kind of messed up, but if I backed it up a little, it would look like its toes curl up, which is super cute, and you just sew the backs in, and that's adorable, but I like it as is. I think it's cute. I'll be making more of these. And oh, I forgot to say, you connect the head to the body too, but obviously you know that, in the beak. Before you sew the head shut, you want to put your safety eyes in. These are 6mm black safety eyes that I get from 6060 Eyes, which is just an Etsy shop online that I go to. Put the link down below. I did recently order from AliExpress. I'll tell you guys about that when it arrives. As well as I'm going to be ordering from this other place. I think it's like Glass Eyes, which another fellow YouTuber told me to do. Thank you, Gigi. And I am going to be ordering from them soon and getting some eyeballs from them because they take a lot less time to ship than AliExpress, and they also had some other cool eyes that I wanted that were different than what AliExpress had, and I just got basic black eyes from AliExpress because it's such a disorganized interesting site that I didn't know how it would work out. So, and due to it being from China, it was kind of like, I don't know if it's going to be as good, and it wasn't, and I didn't really see any hand painted eyes like the Glass Eyes do, so I wanted to try out their hand painted. I think they're so pretty, and I wanted to try out them, and they were really nicely priced, and that's why I want to go to them. So that would be soon. I'll be showing all of you that when it happens, and talking more like, not talking and showing. I'm super excited about that as well. So those are my 2 Mallard Ducks that I made. They're super cute, adorable, and I had so much fun making them. I'm going to be making another one, and they're going to be, each one's a little different until I figure out, actually I like having them each one a little different, but I want to eventually figure out one that's going to be like the main duck that will be in my shop. That would be super cute. But for now, they're just selfies. I love Mallard Ducks. I think they're so cute, super adorable. And since we have duck family in our neighborhood, like I was talking about on the live stream, it just brings back happy memories. So anyways, I ended up making another one of these little pouch things. I made it a little bigger because it was with a nice worsted yarn. This is an acrylic yarn. It's from Hobby Lobby, and it's Yarn Bee. It's the yarn that I mentioned one other time on my podcast. I forgot the name. It's like a no pill. I forgot the whole name because it's not next to me. But it's like a multicolored purples and blues, teals, and greens, and yellow kind of thing going on. Yellow gold. Super pretty. I made it a little bigger because it was this worsted yarn, and it's super nice. I wanted to put some accessories in here. It wasn't quite what I originally intended it for. Was the iPod case, because it's a little thicker than the other yarn that I was using, but I think the other yarn is going to end up becoming the iPhone case because this is would have been way too large as I was doing it, and then right now it's way too small. So, I mean, not iPhone, sorry, the external hard drive case I was making, and I'm going to do a different pattern for that because I want more like one that I think opens this way versus this way. So yeah, this is just going to be accessories, and it's going to be super cute. And I have lots of camera accessories. I have lots of wires laying around the house that just need to be put in one place. So I thought a bag about this size would be good. Probably not this bag because it's a little fluffy and the fuzzies would get inside the wires. But when it's maybe a cotton would be good. Or another kind of acrylic that's not as fuzzy, but it doesn't come off on you or anything, so maybe this kind, we'll see. But it was kind of a little more thicker of a yarn than I expected, but it gives it lots of padding. That's what I like, and it makes a really nice pouch. I liked how the top came out. I'm going to put a nice cute little wooden button on it because I got all these cute little wooden buttons that are all like painted differently. I'll be showing you those in a video soon. And yeah, I'm super excited to make more of these. I love this pattern. It's so easy to work up. She also designs many other bags that I'm going to try out. So, and I think I'm coming up with my own pattern in my head as I'm doing it, kind of thing, which is super cool because like there's always things that I find in patterns that I would like to add to or something, and eventually ends up turning into my own pattern altogether because it ends up completely different, or it just ends up coming in a nice, cool heather design, I call it, or whatnot. So super cool. So that's it for finished projects. I'm going to show you a goodie that I got in the mail. It's not just some, it's just one. and it's from Crochet Club, which is Louie and Loops crochet club for amigurumi lovers, or people that just love to crochet, because it's not always an amigurumi. You get one pattern a month, you get a yarn that you need to make the pattern, all the things to make it, everything but the crochet hook, the needle, darning needle, and sometimes I think that's it. Yeah, you get everything but the crochet hook and needle, not sometimes, and that's it. And this month it's an amigurumi, because he mostly makes amigurumis that are minis, but he does make other things like hats. He makes everything. And one of the months was a hat, but for the most part, most of the time, Crochet Club is a nice little amigurumi kit. I think it's a really great cute little design. I'm excited to make this one. It is a cute little monster, and he's the antler meeple walker, and he's super cute. I don't know if the camera's going to show it very good, but he has these cool little cards printed out, and then it has a link on the back which shows where the pattern is. And since I'm a Crochet Club member, it is free for me, but if not, he charges, I think it's a few dollars for each pattern. And so whether you want to be a club member or not, or you could just become one that you don't get the little goodies in a box sent to you, you just get the patterns. So it's up to you, and I'll put the link to it down below. It came this month, it came with everything you need. Like for the antlers, you need pipe cleaners, included that, which is awesome. Included safety eyes, which are super nice with the plastic, nice soft plastic backs. Love it. The nice safety eyes that I've ever seen. And I think the ones I ordered from AliExpress are similar, so I'm super excited. I looked all over the internet for them, so yeah. And I've seen them also on the glass eyes, the soft backs, which is super cool. Anyways, and then yarn to make some of that's measured out perfectly to make each part. Even the fuzzy yarn he included for the fuzziness, and two other yarn colors that like a little bit for the smaller piece, which is the nose, and that around the eyes. And he always gives a little bit over the amount, but because I use a smaller crochet hook, he always recommends like a G hook or smaller, or it's always a bigger hook than I seem to want to use. I always like to use C's and B's for amigurumi, especially since his are made to be mini, but this one's a little, it's like, I guess still small, but it's not like a medium size, but it's a little bigger than some of them. I saw it on his live podcast when he was showing it, and it was super cute. And I went on Crochet Club to see the pattern, and the thing was super cute even before I got this, so I'm super happy. He even includes the stuffing, which is really nice stuffing. And then if your amigurumi comes out smaller, you still have a little leftover. The leftover yarn that you will end up getting if you do use a smaller hook isn't enough to make a second one, but it's nice to have some extra yarn scraps of various colors. I always say more yarn, the more things can always be used for stuffing if you don't end up using it for anything, you know. Anyways, I'm super excited to make this little toy monster, and I'll be showing it on a future podcast and on my Instagram always. And I can't wait to make this month's amigurumi, because it's going to be, I think he said bees, which I'm super excited. I love bees, I love bumblebees, and I think they're super cute. Currently we have a bunch of bumblebees are pollinating our orange tree, and they're so cute, but definitely stay away because they're very blind, but they're adorable. So yeah, so that's it with some yarn goodies. I'm going to be doing a unboxing video soon of the February and March yarn unboxings that I'm super excited. That's coming up this week. I'm going to be doing a podcast on Friday. I know I didn't do one last Friday due to it being Easter weekend, and the previous Fridays due to being busy, but it's not going to be on Friday this week. It's actually going to be on Saturday. And I think from now on, the Monday podcast is going to be still labeled Monday in OurPJS, but it's going to be on Tuesdays. And the Fridays from now on are still going to be labeled Fridays, just in case I switch back. But they're going to be on Saturdays from now on, or they might be on Thursdays. That one, because it depends on what we do on weekends. using this color Paper White. It's paintbox yarn. I always try to show you the label, but the camera never wants to pick up on it. It's the Cotton Decay yarn. It's just plain white. I'm making an eagle, which is super fun. It's by the same person that made the little ducks pattern. She actually made a tutorial and then she puts the pattern down below, so you can follow the tutorial if you get lost, or if you already know how to make it, you can just write down the pattern or just keep clicking back to it. I'll put a link to her YouTube channel. It's a really great channel. It has lots of cute little mini amigurumis. They're actually like small, not total miniature, because miniature would be half this size, I think. But they're in between miniature and small. They're the size that I like. And if you use a bigger hook or bigger yarn, then it's going to come out bigger. I'm super excited to make the little eagle. It's super cute. I've been wanting to make it since I first saw her channel. I just ended up falling in love with the Mallard Duck first. She came out with a new one, which is a fox. I'm going to be making that because I finally found a fox pattern that's not giant or kind of odd looking in the face. Because when they go to make the little face part, sometimes I just think about how I'm going to put it on there, and it's not going to look half as nice as the picture I see. It's going to look wonky because I'm kind of never really sewn on faces quite pointy as a fox's faces, so it's going to be a new thing for me, and the first couple ones will come out wonky, and I just haven't really found one that I don't think is just too pointy or just won't go on the head properly or something. Or I look at it and I'm just like, how am I gonna put that on? Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking it over too much. I just gotta go for it. And I finally found one that I'm ready to go for. And it's miniature and it's not giant, so it goes in the size that I've been wanting also without having me size it down. So it's super cool. And then I was thinking of coming up with one myself, but I just wasn't good with the pointy thing yet. Yeah. But I am going to be coming up with some new crochet design stuff. So the hubby is really good at drawing, and I've been watching these live streams that put art drawings together with crochet. Pretty much you draw, which I do anyways. I doodle it down, and you take your little doodle and you crochet, you design a pattern, and then you crochet it live. And I've been doing everything but the live stream for a while, because that's just how I am. I'm visual, so if I see something visually, I just picture it in yarn, and if I have it drawn out in front of me or I show a picture of it in front of me, then I can just come up with it based on shape after that. And I'm really getting better at that, so since I'm doing really good with that and already doing that, I thought, why not do a live stream with it? And I've been watching a bunch on Twitch where people just pretty much just go from the beginning of their amigurumi all the way to the end, and they have a live stream. It may be like one or 2 hours, or like, for example, it'll be like 3 or 4 hours one day, and it'll be just like everything but the details, or it'll be just the head and the body, and then the next day it'll be the arms and legs, and that'll be another 3-4 hour stream, and then day number 3 will be like the detail part, and day number 4 will be the finishing touches and starting a new one. And it's really cool to watch how it's just a few days in a row that you get 3-4 hours to hang out with that person, and they have their live stream like that. Like, some people make it like it's their job to do the live streams every day. I can't commit myself to every day, but I can commit myself to like once a month doing one of those, or like couple times a month doing that kind of live stream, as well as I want to do the live stream sometimes with the crochet knit, or work on whatever your favorite project that you want to work on together with me, as well as make a little amigurumi from start to finish together with all of you that I doodled out, or my husband has drawn. Sorry, the way that I said that was weird. And one of the two, and we end up hanging out together and working on our projects together, and you end up seeing how the amigurumi looks at the very end, and you get to see all the different stages that amigurumi goes in, which is super fun. It's kind of like Like Lewis and Loops does the Monster Mondays. His is Monsters theme. Mine's just going to be randomly themed. It's not going to be themed anything specific like that because I'm not that much of a planner yet with this. But it's going to be similar. It's kind of similar to that, but they're a little bit, they're a couple days in a row that are longer streams than YouTube. Is not going to be on Twitch. I'm going to do it on YouTube at first, and then if YouTube keeps giving me as many technical issues as I feel with live stream that happened way before the live stream starts, I'll get into after this, that then I'll have to move over to Twitch for the longer streams. But the crochet, knit, or work on whatever your fiber arts project that you want to work on together with me, I would like to do live stream a couple times a month, and I would like to know what hours work best for you for live streams. I would like to do it on Wednesdays because Wednesdays is the day that I could do a live stream on. If you would like to let me know in the comments down below what time works best for you. I do live in northern SoCal, California, which is northern San Diego, California. So that is the time zone I'm in, which is Pacific time zone. And if you would like to let me know what time it is in your area and what time zone you live in, then I can correlate it with this and find a nice time that somehow come out with a time that works for all of us. There you go, is what I'm trying to do, because I would like to hang out with all of you and crochet or knit or work on whatever fibrous project that I'm working on time together with all of you and do live streams with all of you. I also would like to do the cool doodle and have me crochet whatever I doodle up kind of thing. Amigurumi making kind of live stream session, but that's a future one. The one that's gonna currently happen like right away, it'll probably happen next week as soon as I know what time would work with all of you. And then we'll do a live stream next week instead of this week. I'm doing just a regular video one of it that you can watch whenever, and the live stream will be next Wednesday. But I would like to know what time you would like to get together next Wednesday and do that, so that way I'm not doing a live stream at the same time as other people's live streams, and I'm not doing a live stream that's way too early or way too late for all of you. Because I'm pretty flexible with time to a point, but there are certain times that I have to do stuff with my son and I have stuff going on. But Wednesdays are a pretty good day that the least amount of stuff is going on. I do have appointments, but they're early in the day, which wouldn't happen. A live stream wouldn't be happening at those times. But anyways, so yeah, if you would like to join me next week on Wednesday for a live stream, just let me know what time would work for all of you, and I will correlate it and come up with a cool time and let you all know what time it is. And I hope that all of you can join me during it, because it'd be super fun. And then as for the doodle, and I make the little amigurumi, that's going to happen in the very near future. Probably not next week, but the following week I'm hoping to do it. So I'm super excited. The hubby's going to draw it up, and then I'm going to make a pattern or whatnot. Is going to be the first one. And I had a couple ideas going on, but it's going to be super fun. And I'm going to start off with a pretty basic, easy to do one that's going to be not that long of a live stream, but then it's going to get a little more different as it goes along. And the more that I get better at making patterns, the more that will do. And the patterns that I do make will end up being either free or a couple dollars in my Etsy shop that you can buy, or you can just get for free on my blog. And I hope that we could make lots of amigurumis together and hang out and have a great time together doing that, as well as just hang out and just work on whatever projects we're working on together, live stream, and have a great time doing all these things together. Because the whole reason, one of the bigger reasons that I made this whole YouTube channel was to connect with all of you in the yarn community. So that way I have yarny friends, even if we're all just virtually connected through YouTube. It's still just as real to me as if you were sitting next to me. So I think it's just so fun, because I don't have that many people that I talk to that are into yarn out here. And I do find people, but it seems like they're not into the amigurumis, or they're just really busy or just not working out with it, or they're just busy doing different things than what I'm planning on doing, or schedules. I don't know, just something's not working. But I do plan on finding more people that are near me. I've seen some cool yarn get-togethers that are nearby that I'm super excited about, and then I found the yarn people in the neighborhood, and they do different yarn stuff that I'm planning on talking to, which I'm super excited about. But there's not that many people that I really talk to that are in the yarn community, so I think it's super cool that I have this YouTube channel to connect with all of you. I would like to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the people that have been here since the beginning. I have finally made one of my YouTube goals, which was to be over 100 subscribers, and I could have not done that without all of you. Thank you so much. And I am super excited about that. I didn't think when I got this channel that was a realistic goal. I didn't think that anybody would really watch it, so I'm super excited that this has happened. And I only had this channel since August of last year, but I'm super excited where it's going, and that makes me want to make more videos. And that's one of my things I want to do. Like I said in the live stream, I want to make more videos that are like movies. I want to do some more live streams. I want to do some different movies, not movies, different videos that I've been doing, but at the same time, I want to still continue doing the podcasts, unboxings, and the yarn chats and crochet get together kind of thing, live stream, and other things, because that's where the channel will always be, around yarn. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, and I'm going to be doing my unboxings. As for the live stream with last week, it worked out really good, but before all that, there's some technical things going on with the iPad, and then the iPad's a little grainy, and some issues that I just felt should have not been happening, but that's what happens when you first time do something. I think the next time will be a lot better. And then I really like doing YouTube live streams, but I also noticed that Twitch is a little less, just not as many things going on with it when people do live streams, but I've never done a Twitch live stream, so I wouldn't know. And I prefer doing YouTube because I like YouTube a lot, and I find that Twitch is a little bit more disorganized when I go to try to find stuff for the yarn community, because it's mostly based for video game people. And I love watching the video game live streams. They're super fun to watch. I like watching the art live streams that people do art, and like they also do video games. I've been so addicted at watching those. They're so fun to watch, and just like super cool and chill and relaxing. Just watch somebody sit down and draw something, as well as play a super cutesy, adorable video game, like a Nintendo style video game. Oh my gosh, like Zelda or even Pokemon. It's super, super cute. And then I've been playing this video game called PixARK, which is pretty much, it's similar to this game Ark, which is just dinosaurs and building sandbox kind of game, but it's a little more than sandbox game. And pretty much you walk around with these pixel art looking things, which look similar to my son's Roblox games, but a little different. They're kind of like, you build things. It's kind of like Minecraft with like caveman looking character. You play as like a caveman character. And then I play as a girl though, and she's dressed in like caveman outfit, cave girl outfit. and then she walks around, and I end up collecting various things to build things. And then she ends up killing with certain things. I have to craft different weapons so that way I can kill dinosaurs for meat, or I can kill birds for meat, so that way she's not just eating berries and stays happy. And then I feed her water, so it's a little different than some of the sandbox games, because you gotta keep your character alive as well as build, and the animals could kill you, and you have to figure out how to tame them so you can just ride around on them, so you don't have to just kill them, or they kill you. Or they feel threatened if you're walking around with the axe to chop a tree because they think you're going to axe them. It's just super, super interesting to just watch what these characters are doing. But anyways, I a really good game. I really like playing it, and I want to play more of it. It's like so fun. My son wants to play it. Like, we're gonna have a little family time building, and because you can play with teams if you have more, if you find others that play the game, and they have a little area you can join other people's teams. But it's cool when you make your own little team, and my son loves building games like that, so it'll be fun to just play with him and do that. And my hubby likes games like that too, and they play Ark together. So this is the PixArk version that I want to play, and it's super fun. I've also been watching some YouTube videos that are just like people drawing and doodling. They're so relaxing and fun to watch. And I've been watching some 3D pen like videos that people like take and draw with the 3D pen out different things and turn them into 3D art. And it's kind of like the 3D printer but with a pen, but a little different because it's like with just pretty much plastic, and it's just melting plastic into different shapes, and it's super fun to watch. And I really liked watching it, and while crocheting and relaxing and chilling, and it's like super good. But like I was saying about the Twitter live stream, Twitch, not Twit, sorry, is that I don't know how that is or anything, but it looks like if you do a little longer live stream, that is actually a little less glitchy than some of the other ones. But then again, I've watched some live streams on YouTube that are like a few hours long, and they're super smooth. So I guess it just depends on how good your internet is and what's going on with your equipment. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that to make live stream a little smoother for me, so that way I can talk with all you. And I think that just will come with practice. And I'm super excited to do the live stream next Wednesday with all of you. I'm super excited to do a video tomorrow, so that way we can crochet, knit, or work on whatever 5 hours project together with all of you. And I'm super excited to do my unboxing videos for the month of March and February, and then I'll be doing April's separate. Or no, it's not here yet, so because I'm doing that probably tomorrow or later today. And I'm super excited to do that. So, yeah, I'm excited to do those, and then my new live streams, like I was saying. I'm excited to do the podcast on Friday and show you all the things. I have a whole bunch of things that are like works in progress that will be finished up, like I was saying. But they just are kind of like not quite together or there yet, and just in pieces, some of them. But it will get put together, and I will have a bunch of cool stuff on either on Friday, or actually not on Friday, Saturday, I meant to say. Getting my days of the week mixed up, which would be the Friday podcast, which I'm super excited to do and show all of you with all the new things. I'm going to let all of you go now because my son's going to be getting out of school, and I got to do mommy things with him. So I will be talking with all of you again tomorrow, and then on Saturday, and probably a little before then with the unboxings. Please let me know in the comments down below what time of live stream will work out best for you for next Wednesday. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do by clicking the subscribe button down below. If you like this video, hit the like button down below. If you would like to let me know anything else in the comments down below, please do. If you would like to visit me on my blog, please hit the link down below. If you would like to visit my Etsy shop and help support me and my family by buying something in there, please hit the link down below. If you would like to join me on my Ravelry podcast group, please hit the link down below. If you would like to email me, you can by just clicking the link down below. If you would like to follow me on any of my social media, such as Twitter, Bloglovin, Instagram, or Facebook, please hit the links down below. If I have forgotten anything, they are all linked down below, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.